Hello students, hope you all are fine, and I hope you all are studying your grammar topics also. Okay, now coming back to our third lesson, subject and predicate. Okay, let's see what a subject is and what a predicate is. So just see the sentence. My mother bakes a cake. This sentence, my mother bakes a cake, can be divided into two. Okay, it can be divided into two sections. Which are they? One is the subject and the other one is predicate. So here, my mother is the subject and bakes a cake is a predicate. How did you find the subject in a sentence? See here, first, what is a verb here? Verb is action word. You already studied it in your grade 4, and from your very small classes onwards you are studying what a verb is it? So here, bakes is the verb, and who is doing the action? Who is baking a cake? Who is baking a cake? My mother. So what the sentence is about? The sentence is about which person? The sentence is about my mother. So my mother is the subject, and more details about a subject is called a predicate. Usually verb, this verb bakes, verb will be a part of a predicate, and in almost all the cases subject will be a noun. Okay, subject will be a noun. You know what is a noun? Noun is the name of a person, name of a thing. Then there are certain categories of nouns that we will study later. So a noun will be, almost in all cases, a noun will be a subject, and the rest of the portion is predicate, including the verb bakes. Okay, I hope it's clear. A sentence can be divided into two. First one is subject, the other one is predicate. More about a subject is called a predicate, and who is doing this action is called a subject. Usually a subject comes in the beginning of a sentence. Usually, not in all cases. There are some cases that I'll describe you later. Here, in almost normally it comes in the starting of a sentence, and that will be also a noun. Okay. So this is a subject and this is a predicate. Let's see some more examples. Next example, see. I went to my cousin's house last week. See here, I went to my cousin's house last week. So here when you analyze, what is a subject? What is a verb? First you find the verb. Verb is went. Went is the verb. Then I am asking, who went to my cousin's house last week? Who went? I went, is it? So I is the subject here, and the rest of the portion including verb is a predicate. I hope it's clear. Who is doing the action? Who is doing this action? That is a subject. And something which tells more about a subject, what the subject is doing, that is called a predicate. Okay, now see the textbook. In the textbook also, it's given one example. See, Suhana is a good student. Here, Suhana is the subject, that's a noun, and is a good student is a predicate. Now, some more example is given here. Birds fly, birds subject, fly is the predicate. The bird flew away, the birds flew away, the birds subject, flew away predicate. The two babies were feeling scared. So, the two babies becomes the subject, were feeling scared is the predicate. Now, the order of the subject and predicate, I already mentioned in the starting, usually subject comes in the starting and predicate will be followed. But always remember, it will not happen in all the cases. Okay, usually it comes in the front, but in some cases it can come after the predicate also. So, let us see the example given in the textbook. See, in the jungle lived a lion. Let us analyze that example in detail. In the jungle lived a lion. In the jungle lived a lion. Now, see this example. What is a verb here? Lived. I'm asking, who lived in the jungle? Who is living in the jungle? A lion. Okay, so a lion is subject here, and in the jungle lived. These group of words constitute predicate. Okay, I hope it's clear. What the sentence is about? The sentence is about a lion who is living in the jungle. So, that is the subject. I told you subject will not be always starting, subject will be, it can come at the end of a sentence also, and always a subject will be a noun. Okay, so here lion is a noun, so that is the subject. Next one, see imperative sentences. What do you mean by imperative sentence? Just rewind the topic that we studied last week. What is the topic that we studied last week? There are 4 types of sentences. Which are they? Which are they? 4 types of sentences: assertive, declarative. Second one, imperative. Third one, interrogative. Fourth one, exclamatory. So, what is imperative sentence? Imperative sentences are sentences which what is it? Say commands, request, like please keep quiet, why are you not listening? That is interrogative, you don't count that. Okay. So, commands, request are called as imperative sentences. Okay, see the example. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, that is what? That is a command. Get up from the bed, that is also a command. So, in these type of sentences, how will you find a subject? In these type of sentences, subject is hidden. Just like you play hide and seek, isn't it? When you play hide and seek, you hide somewhere, isn't it, without seeing anybody. Similarly, in these type of sentences, the subject is invisible, so you have to catch that subject. What is that subject? You. You is the subject in all these types of sentences. Let's see. One example I'll write. Take rest. So, how will you find out a subject here? It's imperative. It is a command. It is just like advice. So, how will you find out here? You is the subject and take rest is the predicate. So, for all imperatives, you have to find the subject is hidden, it will not be visible. So, you should find out you, Y-O-U as the subject. Now, children, please exercise A, take page number 12. Identify the subject and the predicate in the given sentences. Sumi came first in the class. Sumi is the subject, came first in the class is the predicate. So, in the box it is given as a hint. See, to find the subject, ask what the sentence is about or ask about whom is the sentence, you will get a subject. As I already said. Now, first exercise, see children, Fatima and Azin are good friends. So, which is the subject here? Subject is always a noun that we studied. It cannot be only one sentence, one word, okay. It can be one or two words also. See, first one, Fatima and Azin are good friends. What is the subject here? Fatima and Azin will be the subject. Our good friends will be the predicate. Second one, you try to do it by yourself. Third one, the children of the junior classes have a holiday tomorrow. Here also we have a long subject. Okay, you try to find out the answer. Then stand in a queue, that is imperative. Imperative means commands, request. So, subject is hidden, you have to find out the subject is you. Okay, so that you have tried. Then sixth one also, read the question, try to understand the topic and try to do the exercise. Okay, I think the most, almost all the questions you can try by yourself. Now, section B. Match the subject with the predicate to form meaningful sentences. So, subject and predicate is also given here. You can match it. Veena, whichever subject is suitable, you can use that. Okay, for example, I am just taking lives in Kolkata. Okay, then my hobby is reading. So, similarly, you can find out 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 by yourself, match it with the appropriate predicates. Okay, now exercise C. Fill in the blanks with adding suitable subjects. Here predicate is given and you have to find out the proper subject. Any subject you can write. For example, Dash works in an office. How will you write? My mother or my father or my aunt works in an office. Dash shine in the sky. How will you write? Stars. Stars shine in the sky. Anything you can write. Okay, this is just examples I am saying. You can write it in your own words. Now, exercise D. Fill in the blanks with suitable predicates. Predicates is not given. Predicate you have to write by yourself. Here subject is given, write predicates accordingly. See, my grandfather dash. How will you write? My grandfather reads newspaper every day or anything. Okay, this is example. The book. See the example, fifth one, the book. The book dash. Space is given. The book is very interesting. That you can write. Okay. Then Lata Mangeshkar is a famous singer. Then the captain of the team. Yes, whichever you want, you can write that. So these are the things that you have to do it by yourself. When you come back to class, when on the reopening time, we will be checking all the answers. So before winding up the topic, let us recall what we studied. What we studied about subject and predicate. What is a subject? Subject is the main part of a sentence. I mean, what the sentence is about, that is subject. And more about a subject is called predicate. Usually if there is a verb, I told you my mother bakes cake. Verb is bakes. You ask the question, who bakes cake? My mother. So my mother will be the subject always. Okay. Then more about a subject, what the subject is doing, that is predicate. Then we also studied subject will not come always in the starting of a sentence. Subject will not always come in the starting, it can come in the end. After predicate also subject will be there. Example we are already discussed, across the river or across the jungle. Across the river is a small village. That is already there in your textbook exercise. The other example, in the jungle lived a lion. So, in that jungle, that is a predicate. Lived is also predicate, a lion is the subject. Always remember, verb is a part of a predicate. Okay, verb is a part of a predicate and subject will be, in most cases it will be nouns. Now, imperatives. In imperatives, it's a command, it's a request, it's advice. What is the subject? Subject is hidden, you have to find it, it's not visible. You will be the subject in all imperatives, just like keep quiet. Keep quiet, what is the subject? You. Sit. And keep quiet will be predicate. So, hope you all understood this topic. We'll back soon. Goodbye. Take care.